Okay, so today I will be taking you through the rubric that we will be using, that I will be using for our course. So let me get right to it. So over here, you see that I have the mark sheet. This is what I have on sheet 1, and on sheet 2 is where I have the actual rubric, right? So this is how our marks are going to be allocated, right? So these are the activities that we have over here that you find in column A, and then in row 1, this is where I'll insert the names of the students, right? So for week 1, what we have for week 1 is essentially what we have for week 2, week 3, up until week 6. Week 7 is the only thing that has something different. So what do we have for week 1? For week 1, we're going to have marks for meeting participation. We're going to have one live meeting, right? Then that meeting, we're going to allocate it. I'm allocating it 10 marks, right? So 10 being the most marks the student can attain. And this is what we're going to explain in sheet 2. Then we'll also have what we know as the teammate mark. I tried to explain it a bit before. This is where you will, since I've paired people, right, you have to score each other based on how helpful your partner was, how many times did they attend meetings, how many times did they help you. So you can think about that when you score them, right, and see how much they deserve out of 5. So over here, this will probably prompt us to be more active and engaging, right? Then we're going to have a score for worksheet. I'll give a worksheet for every week, and this is what we will revise during this live meeting. So I'll give you the worksheet. The worksheet you're supposed to work on it in your groups or by yourself, whatever. But the marks will be allocated individually, right? It will be best to help one another when you do get lost. Then you will submit this and I will score you out of 10. Then on this day, this is where we will have people participating, and those that have questions from the worksheet, we can revise those and more, right? Then we will have marks for ebook exercises. So on top of the worksheet, I will give you an ebook, right, that has weekly exercises, and then those exercises have to be done. So this is how we are going to go about it. And instructions on how to submit the worksheet and ebook are available in the instructions video. So take a look at that one, and then you will know how these are going to be submitted, right? So a total of 30 marks for week 1, right? This is going to be the same for week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, right? And then week 7 only has one item on the mark sheet. On the mark sheet over here, we have the showcase project, and then this one is out of 30. And this project is going to, so everyone is going to have an individual mark, but then the projects are going to be done in our groups, right? So this is what we have. So this is what we're going to have. So it's more on the marks are on completion, participation, rather on the right and wrong. Yes, of course, I might consider that when we do look at the worksheet and ebook, but then you'll find that the criteria that we're using will be more on the side of, were you participating, were you engaging, were you asking questions and all that. Did you understand? That's the one we're going for. And on sheet 2, this is where I have the actual explanation of that rubric, right? So you find here, like, for example, let's look at the first one, the meeting participation, attendance, engagement, and contribution during the weekly live session, right? Where excellent is a 9 out of 10, where you attend full sessions, are actively participating, asking, answering, contributing to discussions. Then you show clear preparation and understanding. This is 9 out of 10, right? Then we go to 0 to 2 marks. This is where, so this is 9 to 10 marks, sorry, and then this is 0 to 2 marks. This is where absent and unsatisfactory. I won't give you 2 marks though. For being absent, you get that 0 mark. This is where you did not attend or logged in but did not engage at all, right? So it might be like, well, your device was logged in, so maybe 1 mark, 0, you did not attend, and all that. And right, so if you aren't able to attend, maybe you do have any other reasons that were beyond your control, you do have to engage with me, and then we can see what we do. But we can see what we can do, but then this is how we are going to be scoring it, right? So you might not get the marks for attending, right? But then you might be able to make it up for it through participation in the groups that we do have. So this is the other criteria I might look at. Let's say if there is an emergency, which you should communicate, right? Then we're going to look at, so this is the same thing. We're going to look at the teammates mark, right? So this mark is given by your assigned partner, right? And 5 being an A5 for an excellent teammate. You constantly contribute, you communicate clearly and on time, you support partner and share workload fairly. This is the best. This is the excellent teamwork. Where 0 to 1 is where you did not participate and partner carried the work. And this is what we don't want. We want everyone to be a 5 out of 5 type of partner, right? So please be honest and professional over here. And this is not based on friendship. This is so that we motivate one another to push and work. So these marks for this section, right? You don't have to worry about getting on the wrong side of anybody. This will be done anonymously, and I will be the one with access to all these, right? Then we're going to look at the worksheet completion. Again, it's going to be out of a 10, and 9 to 10 marks for excellent, where you answer all questions are attempted. The answers are accurate, they're clearly explained. So this is where I was talking about accuracy being also contributing, but not being the number one thing we're looking at, right? Then you have to show strong understanding. Then 0 to 2, you did not submit, or most of the questions were left blank or something like that, right? Then ebook, again, like I said, the ebook exercises and the worksheet, there is an instruction video on how you submit those. Take a look at that one as well, and you will know how this will be done, right? So ebook completion and effort on assigned ebook activities, right? Even though exercises exist in the ebook, the maximum achievable mark is a 5. All assignment exercises are completed, and 0 to 1 mark not completed or not attempted, right? This is mainly a completion based score, not perfection based. So you see, this is where we get the 30 marks for our weekly exercises. And like I said, week 7 is one that will have 30 marks for the project, and for that one I will have to release the rubric for that towards the showcase week, right? So yes, with this I do hope it's clear, and so you don't have to obsess over this, but just know that if you participate, you do your work, you are helping out one another, you're being a good partner, you're being a good support system, you are organized, you're showing up when we agree to show up, right? Then you have to know that you are safe. You are safe when it comes to marks, and shouldn't obsess over that. What's more important is grasping the concept, learning to work with one another in groups and teams, and being able to produce a product from what you have learned, or being able to digest what you have learned and make something on your own. So this is what we're going to be looking at for our AI and data course, right? Thank you. Bye.